Static je tani kráčovství.
Good evening, everybody. Can we have our seats, please? Please take your seats. Thank you. That will be the call for everybody to come and take their seats after we have had a break. And that will be for the whole week. Okay, so I see everybody is busy putting their jackets on. Okay, can we have our seats, please? Okay, let's settle. Can we settle, please? Hereby would like to call our national chairman, Neil Malaba, to introduce the delegates and the VIPs. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, all protocols observed. I'm going to go through the VIP tables, and if possible, that noisy corner, I've marked you. Table 1, Niels Besuidenhout, National Coordinator. Gabby Venter, 2022 Nomads Girls Champion. Jaco Brandt, SA Brouwerye. Piet van Heerden, TaylorMade. Chris King, Glenbrynth. Sarah Browdy, Golf RSA Women's President. Mark Flanagan, Motors. Table 2, Gary Lindeque. Everybody wide awake now? Thank you. Table 2, Gary Lindeque, Director Furtherance of Golf, Pamela Lindeque, Lily Wright, Disabled Golf, Ken Walker, Honorary Life Member, Elton, hello Elton, National PRO, Grant Heppen, CEO Golf RSA, Ronnie Kingwell, Director Golforama, and David Watts, Disabled Golf. What an awesome golf he played. What was it? 100 today. Table number 3, I've got Graham Bishop, National Senior Vice Chairman, to step up by the end of the week. Peter Rankel, National Junior Vice Chairman. Louis Lange, Captain Free State Nomads. Kelly Yerini, Captain, President Australia, Frankie Brown, Representative Southern Cape. John Riddle, sponsor Selborne Hotel and Resort. I'm sure it's not Selborne. I think it is Coral Creek. Or is it Selborne? Selborne, okay. 2 names. Michelle van der Merwe, Skalkutsia, National Captain Botswana. Table number 4. Greg Clark, National Secretary. Les Floyd, Honorary Life Member. Anita Floyd, welcome Anita. Thorsten Hofmeister, National Captain Zambia. Stacey Hofmeister, Harry Kreerlich, Captain Boland. Howard Lipton, Captain Eastern Cape. Gavin Adams, Captain Easterns. Table number 5. Stuart MacGyver, immediate past National Chairman. Robbie Hillhouse, representing UK. Richard Nell, Captain Western Province. Johan Botman, Captain Natal. Sifiso Mabini, Captain Eswatini. Mark Folk, Honorary Life Member. Tenga Shiboni Boni, National Chairman Zimbabwe, and Clara Shiboni Boni. Table number 6. Hifu Vermeulen, National Treasurer. Alan Pennell, Captain Golden. Rudy Nell, Captain Blofeld. Craig Clark, Captain Gauteng. Sean Kalonga, Captain Southern Hotel, joined by Salika Langa. 7, Stendisu Malani, Captain Border. Gary Bray, Honorary Life Member. Table number 7. Vic Hall, Director Andrew Mintress Endowment Fund, as well as Honorary Life Member. Alex Cameron Glenbrynth, Hansie Engelbrecht, club captain, Bloemfontein. Ilse Engelbrecht, hard worker. Trevor Kitching, manager, Bloemfontein Golf Club. Lynette Kitching, Andre Reder, honorary member Free State Nomads, and Lynn Reder. Please welcome all of you. Then, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It is always an honor for us to have the privilege of having sponsors to make sure that this organization remains going as strong as it is going and in the same format. I'm going to ask the sponsors to come up. Please give them time to have their little chat or talk or presentation, and then after that we will hand them a gift and we can applause them. Biggest favorite, SA Breweries, Jaco Brand, will you please come up?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. Those of you who didn't witness the spectacle last year, I only wear this suit to really special occasions, and this became one of them. Award to our senior dance and song of residents in Pretoria. I'm still proud to say that. Mark, no comment please in your speech. So, Stella Artois, just to start off, our lead brand here this week. Not just a fantastic liquid for every occasion, but has heritage and status like SAB, like Nomads, and like Solomon. So all strong heritage. I got goosebumps last night again, just listening to some of the stories. Each unique story to each of the Nomads. It makes me proud to be associated with you guys. Ladies and gents, every year is a special year for the Nomads Club. Every year is a special year for the Nomads Club of South Africa and the South African breweries. My name is Glenbrynth. I'm the National Key Accounts Manager and the Nomads form part of my portfolio, along with 75 other prestigious housing and golf estates. So I'll be joining you guys soon for plenty of rounds of golf as an official Nomad. just not inducted yet, but I got at Morgan's, obviously. Morgan's. Please. I got better since last year. I made some more points. Promise, Elton. Thanks for the guidance. As many of you know, I've got a beautiful wife, 2 kids. Massive thanks for all the newborn gifts. I really appreciate it. It was unexpected. My wife couldn't believe net florist arrived 3 times or 4 times a day for newborn gifts. I really appreciate that. Again, just my first recollection of the Nomads. It was back in 2015 when I joined this great company as a sales rep. We were often asked by good friends of the Nomads, Antonio Rossetti. You guys will still know, even though you moved on, still honoring the SAB and the Nomads partnership. So the Botswana team is talking. We must talk afterwards. This vintage sponsor, it's not going to happen. We later down because the Calvinites, which you all remember from the past few years, they always asked us to deliver 3 cases of beer as a remedy for monthly games, an agreement that we honor 18, 19 years later, which is great. So SAB's partnership with the Nomads Golf Club in supporting what many call the greatest game ever played has been a long and fulfilling journey that started way back in 1960. That's what makes this what I call a heritage tournament even more special. I want to take this opportunity to thank each of you here today for this partnership and the ongoing support for us and our brands. We build a strong and loyal relationship that we would like to keep strengthening in the years to come. Nomads does so much for this great game that we love, and we are proud to be a part of it. For us at SAB, South Africa is not merely an attractive market in which we do business, it's our home. Being South African defines us and inspires us to be resilient and to bounce back. Behaving responsibly, conserving resources, and contributing to communities are all intrinsic to our heritage. Once again, the SAB stable of brands is strong. Even if we choose to lead with Stella Castle Light as a support brand, we have a strong portfolio to choose from and satisfying every need of thirsty South African and abroad. And we would like to thank you for being our ambassadors. Gary, remember to change your slides, please. The pricing. SAB and Nomads is more than just a partnership. There's heritage to it. And it's a close friendship founded on mutual ground. Many people have contributed to the success over the years. The players who have continued to support the tournament, the sponsors who have through their generosity supported the club over the years. And at the past and present national chairman, captains and committees who have worked tirelessly to make a success it is today. The national support from highlighting this wonderful game also benefits those less fortunate than ourselves. Sorry. Sticking together. So this is a philosophy that mirrors the intent of the Nomads. There's no surprise that two organizations stand together after golf to raise a beer toast. Now I take this opportunity to thank all the staff at Bloemfontein Country Club. This is a truly memorable event. To my colleagues in the Central Region, special mention to Gary, Skilly, Louis and you guys. Just to mention Virbia, you're closing the bar. Closing the bar is going to change. We're going to change that to the Northerns. Aussies, more please tell Diamond the kilos on me tonight. I've spotted the right one. John will please share the location as discussed. May I ask you guys to raise a glass to the wise man who once said, still using this from Christy by the way, I've spent most of my life drinking, golfing. The rest I've just wasted. Congratulations on another successful year. See you all in Corrie Creek next year if I make the cut, Alton. Here's to a year with more cheers to SAB and Nomads.
There's one thing that obviously people never listen. When we sat at the table, I said, remember your speech is 5 minutes. And every minute over that is another 10 cases of beer sponsored. So at least we allowed him to get some beer. Next up, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Motors Group, Mark Flanagan. Eastern.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fellow Nomads, National Chairman Neil, all protocol observed. My name is Mark Flanagan. I'm a proud Nomad for the past 9 years and our Motors representative in a long-standing partnership with Nomads. And I need to apologize. Graham Wood would have been doing this speech. Unfortunately, he can't be with us, and he wishes all of you well. Just to dwell a bit, I was invited recently to the Motors Nomads Development Golf Challenge in Bloemfontein, probably by the first week in December. And for me, it was a very heartwarming experience to see how many underprivileged youngsters play this wonderful game and appreciate everything that the Nomads and Motors do for them. We at Motors are extremely proud of this. As you've seen in our video, we certainly cover a wide segment of the passenger car market, as well as commercial vehicles. And why I mention commercial vehicles, it's my passion. That's what I do. I sell Mercedes-Benz trucks, which I believe is the leader in the market. And if anybody is in the commercial vehicle market, please give me just see me later after we had a few drinks. I promise I will try and give you a good deal. So just to dwell a bit on commercial vehicles, if I may, the new hype surrounding electric vehicles has also come into the commercial vehicle sector. Mercedes-Benz will be bringing in its first electric truck into the country around about the fourth quarter of this year, and we'll be testing that in various segments of the market. We know we're going to have challenges with our load shedding, as we all do, but we'll try and get around that. Anyway, I can go on and on, but the bottom line is change is exciting to all of us, and we have to embrace this change. Last but not least, thanks again to all the Nomads for the support to Motors in the various divisions, and we really, really appreciate this. To my Eastern's teammates, please bring the bird hunt home. Thank you.
Our next sponsor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give us time, please. TaylorMade. Iets van de juffrouw.
Guys, I'm going to keep this nice and short. I appreciate you've got many speeches to go through. I'd just like to thank everybody for the support of TaylorMade. It was wonderful to be out on the course today. I think I saw more TaylorMade today than I've seen in our warehouse in the last 3 years. So it's fantastic. I really appreciate the banter and people taking the mickey out of each other, you know, when you play Spot Swixen or Titleist or whatever on the course. So we really appreciate the support that you give us. If there's one thing that I regret is that I didn't see a lot of stealth on the fairways today. If there's something I can encourage all of you to seriously consider is to give stealth a try. It's made a massive change to my game. And you know, from the results that you're seeing, we've only launched that driver in the last, I'm going to say, 4 weeks, and the results are really amazing. So if I can ask you guys to please give that a serious consideration. I know some of you have come from very far, might not have seen the driver yet, so we've got a few demos over there. Also to facilitate you and to make it frictionless, we've arranged with Barry and his team, as well as the Pro Shop Bloemfontein, to give all Nomads free fittings for the remainder of this week. So if any of you are in the market for any new equipment, please can I ask you to come and see me? We have to book it. The fitting bookings are essential. These guys take a lot of time to plan and get the necessary infrastructure ready for you to do such fittings. So if I can ask you, please come and find me after we've completed all the formalities. Let's get your fittings booked and let's get you guys into this new stealth driver. It truly is remarkable. The results that we are seeing is truly spectacular. I think we might have a slide that I can show you. I'm not sure if you get the first slide. So and if you guys can remember about a year ago, I had the accident and he wasn't looking so good, and he himself was doubting, can I still do this? I don't know if I can still play golf. And you'll be surprised at the confidence that came through this interview. And as I say, 24 hours after getting Stealth 2, and he's quite eager. Relatively, the guy was mistaken, and Tiger accepted the fact that he will win more than 18 majors. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So thank you very much, everybody, and really appreciate your support.
Thank you. Right, and then last but not least for tonight, Glenbrynth Whiskey, Chris King.
Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It is a great honor for me to represent Brian Nathan and the Glenbrynth brand here tonight. And for those of you who don't know me, and those of you who do know me, you'll know how passionate I am about this brand. I've been associated with Glenbrynth for the last 7 years as a distributor in the Eastern Cape, just after Nomads started their partnership with Glenbrynth. Through those years, I've seen the Glenbrynth brand grow from a fledgling into a swan. And much of that growth is thanks to this organization and my fellow nomads. Some of you have probably heard this story once or twice before, but I feel it is important for me to relay the story on how the Glenbrynth brand name came about and how personal it is to our founder, Brian Nathan. The word Glen, as part of the word Glenbrynth, is specific to a region in Scotland called Speyside, where other brands like Glenfiddich and Glenbrynth come from. And that's where the word Glen comes from. The second part is the BR, the Y and the N, which is for Brian, our founder's first name. And the NTH is an acronym for Nathan, Brian's surname. And that's how you get the word Glenbrynth. So you can see how personal that brand is to Brian. On a more thirsty note, for those of you that drink Glenbrynth regularly, you will all admit that it's the smoothest 3-year-old on the market. The reason for that being so smooth is we have the highest malt content in any whiskey in that category in South Africa. We have up to 27% barley malt in the Glenbrynth blend. And for those of you who don't know, a blended whiskey is a combination of different grains. So when you get a single malt, which is made 100% out of barley malt, Glenbrynth is a combination of barley and wheat malted to create a great whiskey. The 3-year-old is seen as a pouring or a double special whiskey in a lot of the clubs around the country, but it's more than that. Glenbrynth is a taste of success. With this in mind, that I come to you with cap in hand as a Nomad, and I ask you to please assist us in getting Glenbrynth into every single golf club in the country. You, as an organization, are our biggest marketing tool. You're even bigger than any price promotion or any advert. And we rely on you and what you say to your members in your own club and the support we get for the brand. As I stand here today, many of you won't know this, but there's currently a shortage of aged whiskey in Scotland. And the reason why I say that is because there's less and less 3-year-old whiskey coming out of Scotland, and less distilleries are making younger whiskey because they're getting more money out of the aged whiskies. And we as a brand have looked at this and said, how can we maintain our pricing as it is to encourage you as our loyal supporters to continue purchasing the product? So this year we have taken a much smaller price increase to enable you guys to get the best whiskey on the market at the best price. As a lot of you guys might have seen from your latest allocations, there's been a new development on our 12-year-old bottle. The liquid might still be the same, but we have upgraded the bottle. We have also unfortunately had to increase the price of the 12-year-old on shelf because of the lack of single malt and that coming out of Scotland. So when you do win the Glenbrynth 12-year-old, you must know that you're getting a diamond in the rough, and make sure you enjoy it with the most exclusive people you can find. The single malt bottle is also going through a change. It's going from the dumpy bottle into a tall, clear white bottle, similar to the Glenbrynth 3-year-old, only being clear so that you have to see the golden, gorgeous whiskey inside. In closing, I would once again like to thank you all in advance for being such loyal supporters of the Glenbrynth brand and for helping us be the biggest marketing team in South Africa. Please don't forget to ask your barman at your local club the question, does he have Glenbrynth? Please give me stock Glenbrynth, because that is going to help us increase our distribution. Let's grow this whiskey brand together and ensure that we do not toll the bells.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let us continue. Obviously, with all this money we receive, we have to do something with it. No, it's not for you. But I personally believe that we could not have better partners than Golf RSA. And with that, we call up Golf RSA CEO, Grant Hepper.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. National Chairman. And I'm not going to too long. We have Sarah from Women's Golf, our ladies president, and Lily talking from the disabled golf perspective. But I think what's really important for everyone in this room is to understand exactly what you do for golf. And I'm going to try and paint a picture here tonight by telling you a story. So 7 years ago, we were able to establish our national squad for the first time, thanks to a donation from Mr. Rupert, and other countries have had national squads for anything up to 20 or 30 years. Since we've formed our national squad, we've won 27 international titles around the world. That's in the last 7 years, and obviously we lost 2 of those years to COVID. One of the other interesting statistics around that is, besides winning major tournaments like the Irish Amateur, the English Amateur a couple of times, we've won the British Amateur, or the Amateur, which many of you will know is the most important amateur golf tournament in the world. We've won that twice in the last 5 years. So I want to tell you a story about Aldrin Potkita, who actually won it last year. He's 18 years old. He was living in Australia with his family. They'd been there 7 or 8 years, and Aldrin took up golf. He's quite a hefty youngster, as Ken will attest, and those of you have seen him. An incredible golfer, and he took up golf, and after 2 years, he'd already made some really serious progress. So the Australians actually said to him, "You have enough talent to go all the way. So if you really want to make the most of that, you should go back to South Africa, because they actually have the best junior program in the world." So Aldrich and his family packed up within 6 months, and they did move back to South Africa. They settled in the Southern Cape. Suddenly we saw this youngster with an Afrikaans name from Australia with an Australian accent, featuring in our tournaments, and very quickly I saw him for the first time at Leopard Creek last year at the African Amateur, and very quickly we put him into our national squad. Aldrich went with our national squad to Europe, and he won the British Amateur a year and a half after being here. So the reason I'm telling you that story is because we look at the national squad as the pinnacle of success. But there's no way that an Aldrin Potkita would have returned to these shores if it wasn't for the fact that we have incredible support, incredible tournaments, a very rich space for youngsters to develop the game in this country. And there isn't a sponsor or an organization that's been more influential in that space than Nomads over these many, many, many years. So we really have to thank you for that. So when you see an Aldrin Potkita on the world stage, or a Wilco Nienaber who grew up down the road here winning international tournaments, being the longest professional hitcher in the world, which is what Wilco is, and I think there's still big things to come from him. Garrett Higgo winning on the US PGA Tour. Please celebrate that success and know that each and every one of you have had a hand in that, and we really thank you for your generosity.
But also Golf RSA, Women's President, Sarah Browning.
An honour to be here and all protocols observed. But if I may just mention, to be amongst you, which is a group of friends for women's golf. In fact, Bloemfontein Golf Club is the home club of your 2022 Nomads SA Girls Champion, Gabby Fenter, who joins us this evening. And Gabby made history by also winning the St Andrews Links Junior Ladies Open last year, just after the 2022 championship. And it was remarkable to watch a girl from Bloemfontein playing links golf on the old course. Treasured memory. It is indeed an honor. Sorry about that. We've got some great media for you, but we just need to sync it. Last year, the partnership was expanded when Sun International came on board, with Sun City as the host venue for both Rose Bowl and SA Girls. But let me pause here and let's watch some of the highlights from the 2022 Nomads SA Girls Rose Bowl at Lost City, where I must just mention the youngest players were 9 years old. International And then we moved to the Nomads SA Girls Stroke Play Championship. And there was a photograph that was on the screen a short while ago where we had almost 40, we had over 40 rookies in the field of 110 players. And that is just showing the amazing wave that's happening in women's golf and through the development programs. And now if we can just of colours and are part of our national squad whilst they are on scholarship in America. And as we have with Gabby, just to say many have turned pro as well. Gabby is now playing on the Sunshine Ladies Tour. But possibly the most and greatest impact is the life skills and experience of playing in the two Nomads championships and leaving a positive impression on these girls. They're great friendships and memories that last a lifetime and create opportunities for them in their journey through golf. And who knows, maybe in a few years' time, we will be asking, where are these young champions now from 2022? And maybe it will even come full circle. And congratulations to Nomads on inducting women into Nomads. But maybe some of these players from the Nomads Roseville and Nomads SA Girls Championship will in fact in the future be inducted as Nomads. It is a tradition as we close, just to say that at both championships, the girls come together for a photograph. And that photograph, as technology has advanced, has now become a video. So whilst we have conveyed our thanks, in closing, let me leave you with the most grateful message of thanks from the players themselves. My apologies, we'll certainly get it onto your media platforms and so forth. But if I can just recreate the moment, picture this. 60 players at Roseville, 110 girls at Nomads SA Girls. And our national chairman was there last year as well when they passed their thank you message. And that is a shout from all of them with a huge thank you to all of you, Nomads. We sincerely appreciate it.
Right. Last of our partners, Lily Wright, Disabled Golf. Please, Lily, will you come and address us? Okay. David is going to speak first. David, tell us how you scored.
Social golf on the weekend, a tournament to prepare for, a gathering with friends. a drive to be better, a new purpose, more confidence, more experience, hope that the future is bright. Hello Nomads and guests, my name is David Watts, and these are just a few things that golf has not only brought for me, but many other golfers that have benefited from SADGA and the generous efforts and contributions of the Nomads. It was around this time a year ago that I joined SADGA and played in my first disabled golf tournament. Only 1 year later, and my life has changed more than I could imagine. I went from being unranked on the world ranking for golfers with disabilities to my current position in the top 10. I've played more prestigious courses in the world than I could have ever hoped for. And the SADGA tournaments were my launch pad onto the DP World G4D Tour, and I could not have got there without them. During 2022, I played in all of the SADGA Open tournaments and was fortunate to win them all. The points I accumulated from these events qualified me for the DP World G4D Tour. My first event was at the ISP Honda World Invitational at Galgorum Castle in Northern Ireland, where I placed last. Needless to say, it was an eye-opening event, and I'm not sad to say that I came last. I learned a huge amount from this tournament, and it sparked my need to improve my competitive game and prove myself against the world's best disabled golfers. From there, I started to climb the leaderboards, and with each tournament, I improved. At the beginning of February, I headed off to Singapore to play in the G4D Singapore Classic, the first event in the Far East, and with it came my first international win. The rest of 2023 is looking bright for disabled golf. DP World Tour is eager to continue to grow the game of disabled golf, and G4D has 8 events, the most yet. These events will end with the DP World Tour Championship, where we play alongside the leading 50 professionals on the Order of Merit. It really stung me last year when I failed to qualify for this tournament, but with my win, I'm automatically in the field. One of my goals this year was to try and secure a G4D event in South Africa. Together with Edgar, SADGA, and the DP World Tour, we tried hard for one of the co-sanctioned events, and ultimately we came up short for 2023. But we'll have another go in 24. Having an event like this in South Africa would not only showcase disabled golf, but hopefully inspire people to take up the game and encourage existing golfers to practice harder and improve. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for the work done by SADGA, and SADGA wouldn't be where it is without the support of the Nomads. On behalf of all disabled golfers in the country, thank you.
Over the past 22 years, I've overseen the running of our first swing program, South African Opens, provincial challenges, and many SADGA events. I've had a front row seat to the sustained growth and expansion of this association, and can say without fear of contradiction that Nomads has been integral to the success we've enjoyed. Ken Walker was my go-to person when the Nomads first became involved in disabled golf, and I have very fond memories of the strategy meetings we had over many a coffee at Old Mutual's Coffee Bar. Well, they weren't so much strategy sessions as they were lectures from Ken, advising me on what to do and when to do it, Nomads' expectations in relation to reporting, accounting, transparency, and of course, the projects they did and didn't support. In the SADGA's early years, there was no manual on coaching a disabled golfer. Suffice to say, Nomads stepped up in a big way and for several years helped us stage an annual coaches workshop, which provided our coaches with a space to share coaching ideas and develop our own coaching manual. Boland Nomads' donation of a putting area to Dillabut School in 2014 triggered the most wonderful snowball effect, and before long, modified golf environments were installed at our schools for the severely disabled, and while outdoor environments were built for our deaf golfers. Such facilities offer a safe environment for golfers to develop their skills and simultaneously learn the values of honesty and integrity and a host of other fantastic golf skills that life skills that golf teaches us. It is a testament to Nomads' commitment to junior golf in our country that Nomads has had a hand in all 9 of our modified golf environments, each one bearing the Nomad stamp. Whether Nomads funded the entire facility, the nets, floor, or equipment, they have touched countless children's lives through their belief in the SADGA. The Nomads have been integral to the SADGA golfers having talents for the game. Many are SADGA and funded by the organisation. Participants a chance to revel in the camaraderie that is so unique to team golf. The competitors at the Deaf Junior Interschools, meanwhile, have been grateful beneficiaries of clothing, golf bag, trolleys, and shoes through the years. Most of these children come from disadvantaged backgrounds, but Nomad's contribution help ensure that the players can give their best accounts of themselves on the course. The Deaf Interschools has allowed us to unearth some fine deaf golf talent. Many of the participants in the past years have since become assistant first swing program coaches, while the Go for Gold program has ensured they continue playing the game and perhaps strive to one day participate in the Deaf Olympics. Last year, Nomads threw its considerable weight behind our golfers once again by sponsoring the green fees and carts for the Irene and Ibotsi Disabled Open. These events provide a valuable opportunity for our players to earn world ranking points. David Watts, for one, would not have participated in and won the G4D Tour at the Singapore Classic event had these events not taken place to earn him enough points to be top 10 in the world. Make no mistake though, Nomad's contribution goes far beyond rands and cents. Many people here have served as voluntary score recorders, spotters, and performed a number of other roles at our events. Such benevolent acts are what make Nomads, and indeed the people who work with it. If I can leave you with one thought, let it be this. Since our inception, Nomads touches the lives of our members each and every day. From playing on the modified golf environments, wearing Nomads clothing, and competing in our competitions, Nomads' generosity knows no bounds, and the SADGA is proud beyond measures to be associated with your fine organisation. From myself, our board of directors, the children on the First Swing program, and all our disabled golfers, thank you for believing in us and for supporting us for all this time.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That concludes my part of the events. I call back on the National Coordinator, Niels Poseidon. Thank you, Niels.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So just before we break to dinner for dinner, I have a few things that I need to address. Okay, we found, and we believe, In the cowboy bar, there was some ice throwing. The people throwing ice at each other, and you can injure people or hit one in the eye. So please stop doing it. And apparently there are some guys damaged some of the trays, and there's also not very appropriate behavior towards the waitresses, some of the waitresses. So, guys, please. Right, Glenn. You saw a number of people came in late. Now tonight I just received the price sheets, and we had a problem this morning with the mud on the one bridge that they had to remove it, and it delayed the field of it. But also, there's one specific individual, selfish individual, who delayed the field. That specific 4-ball, it took them 5 hours to complete the round. No, you know who he is. So please, think of the guys playing or teeing off at the end of the last tee ball. They also want to be here, and they also want to finish in daylight. Okay, that's for now. There's a few other things I'll address it tomorrow. Regarding the draw, the whiskey ticket draw, we'll do it right at the end. So you have time to enter your stubs for the whiskey tickets in the drum. The drum is there on the right-hand side of this, my right-hand side of the stage. And we will do it right at the end, just before we announce the standings of the bird hunt trophy. Okay. All right, and then we can break for dinner, and I'll see you, I suggest, in about an hour's time. The dinner is served here in the foyer, and there's 6 service points. So, and can I ask that we allow the VIP tables, there's 8 of them, to go first and dish up before the rest of us go. Thank you very much. Let's be seated. Can we continue? Okay. And there's a request from there's our lovely blonde Karen. She asked, please don't remove the table numbers because tomorrow, the seating, not tomorrow, sorry, Tuesday, the seating will be different. Tuesday and Thursday will be the same seating, and then Friday will be the same seating than today. Okay, and then one of our Free State Nomads, he had a blackout. I think he has a heart problem, but he was marshalling. And we need some assistance from the clubs if you are off, that you can assist with marshalling, and especially with score checking. So please, if you're available, please let Karen know. Where's Karen? Not here. All right. Okay, then I would like to call up the captain of the Free State, Glenbrynth, and Shaka Langa of Southern Natal to do the first night's cycling.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the first class giving of the 2023 Cheetah Nationals. Sharing the stage with me is my fellow captain from Southern Natal, Shaka Langa. I'm Langa, he's Langa. We're going to start with the divisional runners-up. A division playing off a 6 handicap, making 39 points from TaylorMade, Piet van der Heeven. Guys, if I call you up, please come up on the right hand side and also Dean on the right hand side, please. On the B division, from the Southern Cape, playing off 11 handicap, making 37 points, Andres Druppel. Runner-up of the C division from Eastern, playing off a handicap of 22, making 34 points, Raju Kika. Come on, Louis. Louis. Well done, Roger. Our divisional winners, A division. It makes me extremely proud to announce this. A division winner playing off a 5 handicap, making 41 points on Glenbrynth. B division from the Western Province playing a 10 handicap, making 38 points, Levels McLaughlin. The winner of the C division, also from Western Province, and over 17 handicap, making 36 points, Steve Conradi. Our best playing total for the day, on the combined handicap of 46, making 134 points from the Tree State, Johnny Moore, from Border, Mushango, Northern Slaughterville, Western Province, Levels McLaughlin.
Johnny, I give you one minute.
The combined handicap from 39, gentlemen. Combined handicap 39 points. 39 handicap, making 128 points from Zambia, Darren Young. Mishona, Livingston, Guata, Rochelle, Arthur Douglas, Australia, Colour Guinea. A big draw forward. The best play for the night with a combined handicap of 20, making 71 points. From the Guerrero, Joseph Hutchinson, Southern Cape, Andres Duplier. And then we get to the part that has gone for free, right? Our matchbox winner for the day. Line of a handicap of 13, making 18 points. From the Guerrero, Mark Ford. Nearest to the pin on hole number 4, Kilroy Wickets. Hole number 7, Yandra Blessing. Yola walking from Bill. Nomads, Eugene Barnard. So we get to the longest draft for the day. Taylor from Zambia, Darren Young. Taylor from the Coast, Johan Blanche. C division, William Brown from Southern Cape. And the last prize for the evening, the longest cut on the 30th being goes to Edusa Marani from Border. Gentlemen, that concludes the prize giving, and before I hand you over to our national coordinator, I just want to say to the Vrystaat manne, manne is trots op julle, ons is mooi gespeel vir die dag.
Okay. Now for the draw. Right, let's start with the dance 100. In fifth position, winning $500, Western Province, Carlos Revo. So before I continue, that picture, you need to come to the front. You'll get your envelope with the money in at the tournament office tomorrow. Okay, fourth position is winning 750 Rand from Natal Tombal. Third position, 1,000 Rand from Eastern Cape, Steve Pritchard. Second position, 1,500 Rand from Southern Cape, Dominic Martinez. The first position, 2,000 Rand from Botswana, Paul Chitaki. Okay, the bands are in. In fifth position, 500 Rand from the Free State, Rian Hitler. Fourth position, 750, Bernard Paul Rangers. I can't believe you guys are so quiet. Third position, 1,000 Rand, 13. Malcolm Digler. Second position, 1,500 for Langveld Puzo. Okay, in first position, winning 2,000 from 13, John Brewer. Right, in the Super 6. Position 6, TaylorMade, duffel bag from Zimbabwe, Itayi Mutiza. You can collect, you can collect it. Okay, the first one, the TaylorMade hybrid. Oh, sorry, not there. From Willand to Slat. Okay, in the fourth position, I don't know what he's the luckiest guy I know. Number 3 state, Leon Glenbrynth. Third position from Western Province, winning a wedge, Eugene Cloudless. And then the second position, winning a hybrid from Eastern Cape. My worst enemy, Dennis Jones. Okay, in third position, winning a 3 wins from Zambia, Portland, Chicago. Okay, while they're coming up, then I asked Chris King to get to the front so that we can do the rest of the work.
Yes, I'll be in camera. So crispy, you know.
I'll get to you, if you have assist, Chris,
I'm afraid to explain about these tickets, the Glenbrynth tickets. Every year, for those who don't know, every year with your subs, you buy Master Class group on the subs, a booklet of 10 pages, 20 rand a ticket, that's 200 rand. The money from those tickets go to those clubs to use for furtherance of golf. So all these wonderful things you saw tonight, that's part of that. So there are 3 wonderful prizes here, sponsored by Glenbrynth and also partly by Makers. The third prize, you can draw the third prize first. The third prize is 3 cases, 36 bottles of Glenbrynth. Second prize, 5 cases, 60 bottles of Glenbrynth. And the first prize, every year, is the Makers Challenge Finals. So during the year, you play for the Makers Challenge, find the best player of the golf club, of the club, qualifies for that. So 12 players go to that, with some underprivileged children to play in the Makers Challenge Finals. This year it will be in July at Fan Court in George. So that's another trip. You go to Fan Court, you play Okaniqua the first day and Waikiki the second day, all expenses paid, including drinks. So the winner of the first prize gets to choose the 4 ball of his choice. Go to Fan Court. So those are prizes.
Okay. Third prize from KZN, telephone number 08257884. Any idea? Brian Giddy. That's 3 points. I don't believe this. From KZN. Daniel Peterson. Okay, the winner is the Chicken Man. Chicken Man from Border. What's it here? Congratulations to the winners. And now, thank you, Chris. Right. Let's get to the. Before we get to the bird on trophy, there's one or two lucky draws that looks like it hasn't been done because I think they were under pressure to get the result there. So we will do a double lucky draw tomorrow. After Tuesday. A triple one. Okay, 12th position. Nomads. After you joining Nomads. After 26.89. 11, Lowfeld. 27.35. Salvatore is 37.36. So it's only 0.01. Okay. The high price decent payment 37.81. Okay. The low end 38. 7, 13. 28.09. 6. Easters. 28.53. 5th. Western Province. 28.71. 4th. Southern Cape. 29.06. 3rd. Border. 29.20. 6th. second. Michael. 29.36 and leading at the moment after the first day, Free State 29.5. Nomads, have a lovely evening. Thank you for staying. Thank you for your patience. There will be some music and there's a dance floor. Enjoy yourself. And for those that see off early tomorrow morning, don't go to sleep.